All right, here we go. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everybody.
It's a
Well, Mr. Texas One Flyboy, are you back in the mainland there? Are you back from your? Oh wait, greetings from Panama. How cool, dude. Welcome in, TFB. Very nice to see you, sir. Thanks for the 33 months, my dude. I don't have anything to toast you with here, but thank you very, very much. Hope you're having a great vacation, and all of that stuff is oh man, not till March 8th. Heck yeah, dude. Well, you know what? That's way cool. Well, we're a little closer to you. We're down here in Mexico, in Chihuahua, Mexico, actually. And we're getting ready to do a little leg to Mexico City. So this is us. We're out here on the Angie 2 Bravo off of runway 36 right, and looking to get down into Mexico City. It's the Darn 3 Alpha. I think this is a slight departure from what we posted in the Discord. The ham radio adventure is going well. That's so cool, man. I'm so happy for you, dude. I can't wait. It's getting close for me too, although not the full-blown type, but the shift, the retirement shift. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, yeah, the route I posted in Discord earlier today, it was the Darn 3 Bravo into 23 left, and now they're landing east. So Darn 3 Alpha to runway 5 right. So if you had planned on flying along, that's going to be one difference. It looks like we do have decent weather here down in Mexico City, so a little bit windy maybe, but otherwise it should be good, I think. We are in the PMDG 737-700 Aero Mexico, and we should have some ATC that starts here in about a half an hour. They staff up every Thursday night and cover various parts of the country. Our flight tonight is set to be an hour 43 minutes in the air. And like I say, we're here in Chihuahua, heading down to Mexico City. Let's hop in. We'll get things going. And again, welcome everybody. Hope you have had a good week. And enjoy this flight. So we are loading via the stairs. Let's get the ground power coming our way. We will go ahead, wait for a little ground power connection. Good deal. We are on. We're totally cold and dark, by the way, as you probably noticed. All right. Okay, let's bring information in here. I do have the flight filed, and so we should be able to just start loading up our flight plan here. Mike Charlie uniform. Is our reference airport. There we go. That helps a little bit. We go here to... Oh boy, we're locked. Well, we might be locked up here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Give it a second. Oh, there we go. And Mike X-ray. Aero Mexico 816. Request the flight plan. Let's grab the payload. Let's grab the fuel. Let's grab the route. And we're ready to go. TFB, I'm assuming that you are finding some just amazing places to eat, hang out, as well as doing your ham radio stuff. Have you ever been there before? I've never been to Panama. Our route is ready. Put that in. And let's go ahead and get some lights turned on here. All right, let's work through the checklist, shall we? Batteries on, electrical, hydraulic pumps are on, landing gear is down and confirmed down. Ground services, we've got what we need. The doors are open as needed. Passenger, fuel, cargo are set and essentially loaded. We're on the ground power, and we should probably make sure we're on that bus. We are. The IRSs are aligning. Our emergency lights are armed, and flaps are up. Just confirm flaps are up. Yes, indeed. Takeoff config is working fine. The transponder for us currently. So since we're out of the U.S., unfortunately, we don't get an auto ATC. So we're just going to set this at a generic 2000. And then as we get closer to where we're heading, we will be able to pick up Mexico City Center. Now we do, by the way, have a little CTAF down here in Mexico. So the tower frequency in Chihuahua is 1840. So I do want to set that, which is kind of cool. Basically the U.S., well, pretty much all of North America now is doing this, I believe. We'll tune that in, and that looks good. Clearance is basically we're clearing ourselves. We've got the flight plan started out, and I think we can go ahead, put our departure in. It was the Angie 2 Bravo off of 36 right. That's going to be in. And then what we're expecting right now, maybe a little early to put all this stuff in, but Dara 3 Alpha, and let's see, what shall we pick here? ILS, well, let's just see what's on the top. I never totally know which one I'm supposed to pick. I know that generally speaking there are some that you can't fly with certain aircraft, but I think the PMDG can fly all of them. So this 737 variant, yeah, I think we'll just start with the ILS Zulu. So we come here at Uten, we go to Sutas, to Mike X-Ray 901, and we come on in like so. Okay, so we'll take the Zulu, U10. Looks good. Let's go check the plan and make sure we don't have anything funky going on here. You've never been here before and have had a couple of nice places. Real touristy stuff starts Saturday, and after you stop the radio, oh, so you get to go. That's when you go pet the dolphins and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Go visit the Panama Canal, probably, right? You got to if you're down there. All right, let's see here. We head out, we hang a right. I'm just kind of comparing. That's our departure to, whoops, I gotta zoom out a little bit here. To Angie, to ELQ, to Vokes, to TRC. Yep, that all looks good. Ideal, SLP coming up here, yep. Sanji to Darren. And then we're on the arrival. And it's got a little bit of a stair step in it. I wonder if we'll get that. Just to kind of help with the, from what I've been told, that helps. It's like one of those turnstiles you see in an airport, just helps control traffic a little bit. Then if we go missed, we hang a right. Climb back out to Eprom at 12,500. Again, what you forget about is the altitude that you're dealing with up here. It is, oh, too far away. You're on the north side. Ah, oh, heading up to Costa Rica. Oh, that's right. I think I remember you telling me that. It's a very nice place. So there's a family that used to attend our church here, and they moved to Costa Rica. He's a golf course superintendent. He got a job down there, and it does not sound like they have regretted that move one bit. So, all right, that looks good there. We will come down here and make sure our performance data is in. So let's request that. And it's nice that you can do this now, as opposed to having to plug everything in manually. The older I get, the creakier my fingers get, the more I appreciate these simple deals. Load that. Cool. That's in. And let's come over here now and let's get the takeoff data ready to go. So let's take the performance tool and let's import some data here. Oh, I got to pick a runway, 36 right. Let's get this from the aircraft. Let's just confirm the fuel, especially, well, the overall weight. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. So we can import the weather and calculate. Flaps 1. Takeoff 1 is our rating, and 91.2 and 33 on the temp. Trim is 543, 130, 130, 134. We have to come back in. It's 132.
Hi, Dick Tyson.
Mr. Sonante, hello, sir. And it always changes it just a little bit over here. I don't know. It's in the ballpark. How are you, sir? We are down here in Chihuahua, Mexico, getting ready to fly down to Mexico City. Nice to see you, sir. All right, that's in, and transponder is set. Nav and comm frequencies. All I really have right now is Chihuahua Tower, and then we will also dial up Unicom until we see Mexico City. Good, I'm glad. I had a little bout of the junk the last couple days myself, so I feel your pain, dude. It's no bueno. My granddaughter is feeling better also, in case you were wondering. She is not quite a year old, and, well, she's about 6 months old, if that even. Very young, and had influenza A, so I was, needless to say, very, very, very worried about that, and but thankfully she has turned the corner, and the report is she's feeling a lot better tonight, so yeah. Yep. And you just feel kind of helpless because we're a long ways away. Not that there's anything we could have done even if we were there, right? But they know what they're doing. It's their third kid. They know what they're doing. All right, 39,000. The field elevation at Benito Juarez International is 7,300 feet. Yeah, we are up there, baby. We got to make sure we lean that mixture out in this 737. 73. I'm just going to call it 73. All right, do we have a little Apu gen? We do. Let's go ahead and flip that over, and then we can get rid of ground power. We will release you. And I think all my doors are passenger door. I can close that. Oh, I should probably release the stairs. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Everything else is already closed. Beautiful. Should see that stair cart move away here in just a moment, hopefully. And we'll be off. I might even use the PMDG Oh, maybe we're not gonna get rid of him. Ground vehicles release. There we go. All right, must not have quite clicked it right. Where was I? Let's look at the altimeter here. The weather in Chihuahua is 280. Sorry, 050 at 10. 10 statute miles. Scattered clouds. 17 above. 3022 on our barrel. Cool. And I've got the I am JPC. I am. I'll be in there kind of a little late. It's our my wife and I's date night, so we'll be doing the dinner thing and all that stuff, but I'm going to sneak in there, make a little run for sure, try to make sure that the ATC guys aren't they're working a little bit with us GA folks. You know, it's weird. Denver does not have any SFRA transitions that I can see, so it's kind of interesting. I would love to fly right over the top. I wonder what they'd tell me if I requested transition immediately over Lucifer. Okay, I've lost track of what I'm doing. Ground services, cruise, altitude. Excuse me, seatbelts are on. And yeah, pre-start stuff. Yaw damper coming on. APU is on. Galley power is on. Window heat can come on. The temps, we've got those. Those are automatic. And oh, I forgot to get a little APU bleed going there. And ground power is released. Doors closed. Chocks. I think the chocks are removed. They are now. Cool. Is this how I hook up the... I'm trying to figure out how to hook up the... Oh, maybe I have to still do it down here. You know what? If that's the case, I'm just going to use pushback helper. It's just as easy. You know, oh, hey, look at that. So this is through pushback helper, but it's animating the PMDG pushback tug. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that that did that, or maybe that's something that's new. Maybe that's new. All right, so I'm going to make a radio call. I don't know if anybody else is down here, but I'm going to go ahead and make... It doesn't look like I got anybody else on the ground, but... So, oh, I know what I was going to do. Let's brief the taxi and the departure here before we do anything crazy. So we will push back with our tail to the north and taxi down here. We are going to have to cross 36 left over to 36 right, and then we will be departing to the north. The Angie 2, whoops, I just picked the wrong thing here, darn it. Oh, it doesn't have that. Why doesn't it have that? Departures from, oh, because it groups it in the runway. Okay, so this is for everything, I'm assuming. Departures 36. Why don't I see Angie's in here? RNAV departure probably is why. There we go. Angie 2 Bravo, that's us. So we climb out on 003 heading to Charlie Uniform 600. We hang a right. We need to be above 16,000 as we get to 601, above 210 as we get to 603. So we got to really climb. We need to be above 210 at Angie, and then we're on our way. Anything crazy here? Doesn't look like it. Transition altitude's 18.5. And Okay, that should work for us. So I'm just going to dial up flight level 390, and we're just going to climb. We'll let VNAV climb us out, and we shouldn't have any problem. We're fairly light. And this thing is pretty sporty, this little 700. Heading was 003 initially. And the speed I'm looking for here is 135. All this stuff that's automatically taken care of for you in the Airbus, right, JPC? I know you just chuckle every time you watch me set this plane up. All right, that's good. And brakes are released. We are ready to push. Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816 is pushing from gate 6. Chihuahua traffic. Here we go. We don't have a lot of room, so what I'll probably do is not worry about the engine start until we get where we're supposed to get. Well, 18.4 is CTAF? Uh-oh. I must be on the wrong one. I thought I had it set. Oh no, I'm on 2280. Gosh, you're right. Thanks, Rob. Oh, I had it set. I just didn't have it. Yeah, there we go. Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816, pushing back from gate 6. Chihuahua traffic. Thank you, Rob. Welcome, by the way, buddy.
This is your first warning, Air Mexico. Please pay attention.
Caramba. Every time I fly down here, I wish I knew my Spanish better. That's why I have friends like you, Rob. You keep me in line, buddy. I've always had to have that throughout my entire life. My friends that kind of keep me in line. All right, tug's disconnected. We're there, and I'm going to go ahead and get the engine started now. Packs can come off for a moment, and we'll go number 2. Spool, spool, spool. I was a little worried there for a minute, Rob, that you maybe had something come up.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 190, pushing back, facing north, pushing back to the south, Air Mexico, or Chihuahua.
Facing north. Are you taking off the other way, Rob? I'm going to go down to 36 right. Good start. How I love intake lighting. Good evening, Iowa Scotsman. Good to see you, Ron. Jens or Jenning. If you can come off. That going. And everything else looks good. No anti-icing needed right now. Matty Air, what is up? Good to see you, my friend. Hello. Hello. Alright, after start, probe heat actually can come on right now. you probably wait a little bit on that, but that's okay. We'll do continuous here. We need to set flaps 1, and we need a trim of 5.19er. Pretty close. Transponders TARA, flight controls checked. Flight directors need to come on now. Bing and bing. We will put the... We will arm the... Let's see what we will... We shall arm. Yeah, we can arm both of the nav modes. Pre-arm them. And... yeah, auto throttle can come on as well. Arm it. Ready to go. So, Mr. Valkyrie, did you push back that way because you can't exit the other way? Is that what happened there? I hope so. Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816 is on the taxi runway 36 right. Chihuahua traffic. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. And you don't get anything by me, man. Okay, so we'll swing over to, it looks like it's Alpha here. And, oh, there's a bunch of stuff closed. Alright, we may have to make a little business decision here, guys. Because we can go to... Alright, hang on. I'm looking at the chart as I'm doing this.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 190. We're going to taxi Delta, but we're going to hold short for the company traffic.
Okay.
We'll hold short runway 05 on Delta until the traffic departs. Air Mexico, Chihuahua.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816 is going to taxi 36 left to Echo and then 36 right. Chihuahua traffic. So we're going to treat this kind of like London City here, basically. We're going to use one of the runways as our taxiway. There used to be, it looks like, a taxi. That taxiway Alpha that we were on looks like it used to extend pretty much all the way down. But now it is closed for some reason. So, yeah. You're seeing an Echo, possibly? This is what I'm seeing. And maybe you have a different map than I do, but this is what I was thinking initially, but this is closed here, so we're just going to go down here, down to Echo at the very end. Yeah, so... Go back taxi, yeah, that's pretty much I think all we can do, right? Clear left.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 190. We're crossing 36 left on Delta. We're going to hold short 36. We're hold short 05. Chihuahua.
6 biz jets. Every flag guy or windsock I see is a little different. Yeah, that one's kind of still blowing across. Hey, LW, what's up? What's up, Earl? I think, was Jeffrey B calling you Earl last night? Is that what you go by, sir? Welcome. Nice to see you. Man, I had fun with Jeffrey B last night. I got up. Well, okay, cool, man. Welcome in, buddy. So I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I actually came home from work a little early and fell asleep, which is never good for an old guy. So, like, it's 4 o'clock and I'm sleeping, right? And so I get, like, a pretty good nap, but you know what that does, right? Like, you're screwed up. Even if you're not feeling good, you're messed up. And so about 8 o'clock, my normal kind of start to wind down, 8 to 9 o'clock-ish, you know, somewhere in there, kind of try to wind down. Yeah, I'm not winding down, so I look on my feed and I see Jeffrey B controlling Teterboro, so I hop in there and and did some heliops, Earl. Did some heliops. Really had fun. And then about an hour later, I was still awake. It's like 10:30 now, and I figured out he's probably off. And no, he was still on. Eric Flight was coming in from Plymouth or something, so he's like, I'll stay on until that he gets there. So I hopped back in from Bayport and flew a second airplane down, and so it was really nice. It was a good way to just kind of kill some time while I wound down. Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816 is departing runway 36 right. Chihuahua traffic. I keep wanting to say Air Mexico. Okay, clear. Climb like a son of a gun is the name of the game here. 128 is the reference speed. Sorry, the rotation speed. But I saw that. Yeah, day one purchase for you, huh? Yeah, I like those guys. I do. I like those guys. It'll be a good product, I'm sure. It's interesting though that they decided to take such a big leap up, you know, from King Air and a Skyhawk to a 737, but I feel that's pretty cool. All right, lined up. Get some lights on here. Anti-calls logo can come on. Let's do this thing. Toga. Well, flex, I should say. Takeoff power is achieved, and there's the airspeed. Checked.
Rotate.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 190, crossing runway 5 left, back taxi and 36 right, Chihuahua.
Positive rate of climb.
Secure. Speed checked. Flaps up. We are not going to be shy about the climb, that's for sure. Alright. I'm going to jump right in Command A and let the airplane do the work for me so I can hop outside. Oh, look at that angle of attack, buddy. I love this plane. She goes. I do. I love that feeling on takeoff though. Man, it was just pushed way back in your seat. It's so awesome.
Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 190, lining up, 36 right, Chihuahua.
Okay, we're on our climb out. Charlie uniform 600. We're going to make this right-hand turn. We need to be above 16,000 at Charlie uniform 601. So we are really packing the mail here. 3,200 feet per minute. Pretty much just staying pegged at this point. I've got all the flaps up. I've got the gear up, and yeah, nothing left to do but just let the aircraft do its thing. I backed the time up an hour so we could get a nice, lovely sunset, I hope. And yeah, really looking forward to this flight. Last couple days. Well, ever since we flew down here with Conti, but we flew from Mexico City down to Oaxaca. So we went south from where we currently are. But I've got a bunch of freeware airports that I have found over the years down here, and man, Mexico is just like a treasure trove of freeware sceneries. They've got some great payware as well, but man, oh man. So if you're interested, just do a little bit of a search. Go to that flightsim.to scenery map and scroll down to Mexico and
Chihuahua traffic,
take a peek, man. There's all
Mmmx go
kinds of
190,
good
departing
things.
36 right, RNAV 36 right departure. Chihuahua.
Probably can't see him behind us quite. No, too far back. But I can get a little screenshot. That's a good screenshot. Maybe here. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. That'll make a great thumbnail. He says every time. I resist the lens flare. As we get going. Now this is nice. I can make it better. There you go. Chihuahua traffic, Air Mexico 816 is turning southbound. We're climbing through 16,000 feet. Final call, Chihuahua traffic. We might see. Keep our eyes peeled. Kind of lost sight. I think the airport's over here. That's some lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Alright. In we go. Back inside. 18 and a half. We're through the transition altitude. Let's go ahead and take a look. Taxi turn-off lights are off. We've got... we're in auto throttle mode. We're in... VNAV, LNAV mode. Exterior lights are off. Auto brake can also come off. And I can't, unfortunately, stow the gear because I got a little bit of a binding conflict with my Bravo. So, Matt, how about that A350 there? That Indy Builds A350? Or are you sticking kind of to the X-Plane side of things for now? I've seen quite a few streamers get that thing up in the air, and some have had some good things happen, some not so much, but it I'll be honest, it doesn't look like it's... I was expecting it to be more of a rough go for Indy Builds because that's sort of their history with their initial release, but it seems like by all accounts that this aircraft maybe is their best that they've made so far, at least for MSFS. I don't know. I know Fidey tried to fly it and had an issue. Tried to hit a direct to waypoint, and it just basically, his airplane just went completely out of control. But then I watched Pure Luck fly it all over the place last night. I watched Boozy Sheep fly it all over the place. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's... Yeah. Depending on, I guess, who you talk to. But I'm happy for Indy Builds. I've been a little salty with them. But I'm happy that it looks like things are going good with this release. I probably don't need terrain just yet. However, I don't really have any plans on spending whatever $90 or whatever it's going to take to buy that bad boy. Even if I had $90 to spend or whatever it is. I think my long haul bird right now is the 777. I really do. I think the A350 as a whole, as an airplane, is super interesting. Like, I really do like the plane itself, but yeah, I just don't know if I don't know. I just don't see myself in that any builds, at least not at this time. Okay, up and away, and we've got, I'm going to do a little field check here at Mmc just to make sure that we're not having any kind of early issues. And Mmc, we should have 12.2 tons, and we are 13.2, so I feel like we're going to be pretty much right on the spot. And we're doing a good rate of climb still, all the way through flight level 280, so 11 to go. We're looking good. Should have some ATC popping in here anytime. Ah, sure enough, Mexico Center, right on cue, 3330. I think I'll go down there. We can listen to them for a while. It'll be a minute before we're in their airspace, but probably not too long. Yep, it'll be a little while yet. So there's Rob and I heading on down, and they'll pick us up down here. Looks like some featured fields today are Guadalajara and Mexico City. And so with this event, it's very common for them. Obviously, Mexico City is their kind of the crown jewel, but they'll staff something else within the airspace, or sometimes the little surrounding airspaces as well. So this is where we went to Oaxaca down here, Mmmx. Last time it was about an hour flight, so about twice as long, or we're about twice as long tonight as what we did the other night. But great spot, great place to fly. I love it every time I come down here. It's very challenging with the terrain, but it's also really rewarding when you're able to actually pull off a halfway decent flight. Just about there, aren't we? Had to run up and get a little decaf going. Kind of taking a peek at our airspace here, and what I'm seeing is looks like we'll kind of skirt the Mazatlan sector, and then at about Amira is when we'll get into Mexico airspace. It's quite an interesting division of airspace duties here, but a cool place to fly nonetheless. Not hearing anybody just yet. I don't know if you heard anybody while I was gone, but we're listening to 3330. And a lot of times this event, it's kind of interesting, because there are times when it is just flat hopping, and then there's other times when it just takes a while for things to kind of get warmed up. Looks like there's 8 departures getting ready to come out from Mexico City though, so that's good. And then over in Guadalajara.
Radar contact.
Oh, there we go. Nobody yet out of Guadalajara. And I wonder if I have that freeware. I do not. Look at this freeware, you guys. I'm downloading this sucker as we fly, but take a look at this bad boy. Boom, Guadalajara. I'm a need that one. That's nice. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. All right, got some nice custom signage. Oops, how do I scroll here? Terminal area looks nice. Get out of here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah. Excuse me. Just another example though of a pretty rock solid freeware. So that's cool.
Mexico Center to Mexico 562, Puerto Vallarta, ready for taxi.
Puerto Vallarta.
Mexico 562, runway 22, QNH 2988. Taxi via Golf Alpha, hold short, runway 1, runway 22.
Golf Alpha, short of 22 at Mexico 562.
Sierra Eco Alfa, pista 22, intersección Eco. Vientos 210 grados 9 nudos, autorizado a despegar, reporte en el aire.
Alright, let's see how we are. ELQ, we've got 12.1, and we should have how much here at ELQ? 11.7, so we're doing good. Let's make a little recording here. .1. Awesome. Looking good, looking good. What frequency am I hearing that on? I'm hearing that on 1 tree decimal tree. 3330. Mexico Center.
Iberia 6400 pesado, dejando mi espacio hacia el norte, centro Monterrey fuera de línea, servicio a terminado, monitoreo 122 1 vuelta. Iberia 6400 pesado.
So, part of the fun of flying down here, obviously, is that it's outside of the U.S., and so it's outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And it's amazing to like push yourself a little bit, right? And even if you screw up, and trust me, if you've ever watched my streams where I'm flying abroad, like I make mistakes all the time. The ATC is, I mean, as long as they know that you're not screwing around, right? Like the ATC will work with you, and they'll understand. I used to put in my flight plans that I was unfamiliar with the airspace. I don't even do that anymore, because it doesn't take them long when they hear my accent to understand that I ain't from around there. And so then they help, you know, they kind of guide you along, and they understand if you don't, you know, if you don't understand their accent, they get that, and they'll repeat things back to you. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid to fly in different spots, man. That the one thing that Microsoft, well, all of our flight sims give us is that ability to fly all over the world. And you know what you're going to find is, you know, we're the different airspaces, like we're way more similar than we are different in most regards. And once you fly in enough different places, like you pretty much you pretty much learn how to kind of anticipate, you know, what's going to happen, and you recognize the differences, like in clearances, and some places you have to call for engine start and push back no matter where you are, and some places they want you to report, you know, the gate, your aircraft type, the ATIS information. I mean, like if you sit and just listen a little bit, like you'll pick up on all that stuff. So Rob's here now. Yeah, it took me a minute, Rob, but
clear for takeoff.
so one thing I do like about Rob is he and I have flown all over the place and got to experience that. And I think he would, I mean, feel free to disagree with me, Rob, if you want, but like, it doesn't matter if you're flying in Mexico or Italy or China or Germany. We just flew to Frankfurt, London, you know, Norway. It doesn't matter. Wherever you're flying, if you can fly in the U.S., you're going to be able to fly in these other countries. It just takes a little bit of time. And ironically, the more complex the airplane, the easier it is to fly overseas. And yeah, they are. They actually are more nicer and understanding. I love flying in Brazil because there's some controllers down there that are just like, they're super welcoming, and like they are appreciative of you flying in their airspace. And you know, so that's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. Go fly. If you want to branch out slowly, start in Canada, because Canada and the U.S. is about 99% the same. I mean, they call their it's terminal instead of departure, and it's radar instead of center or something like that. But little things like that, no big deal. Yeah. So what's tricky, and what I have not done a lot of, and I should do more of, is flying general aviation in other parts of the world, because that is really, that's a Wild West, and there's not a lot of standardization there, to be sure. But that said, every place I've flown VFR, where I've had controllers, I've requested information, and they've actually sent me stuff for me to look at. So the next time I flew down there, like, I had a pretty good idea of what I was supposed to do. The other thing I would say with that helps, and this is maybe what also makes people nervous, is if you can afford the Navigraph charts, like that's the best $10 a month you're going to spend, because that truly does give you worldwide charts. And I know there's a lot of people that are like, well, I don't have up-to-date charts for Mexico City, so I'm worried about flying down there. And I totally get that. I really do. So there may very well be some, you know, Like, I know Little Nav Map, I don't know what it has, but like there may be some freeware resources out there, but yeah, Earl agrees for sure. But yeah, that's about the one key piece, I think, to being able to fly abroad is having your Navigraph subscription. So, you know, and if you get up-to-date AirAct data, like you're already paying $7 a month, pay the extra $2 and get your unlimited charts and all that stuff. I mean, I don't have it integrated in most, you know, I don't really have it integrated into my EFBs just because it takes frames, and I don't have any frames to spare. I'm not running a 4090 like Rock Valkyrie. But anyway, thanks for attending my TED Talk.
Go ahead. Yeah, request
I think I have a minute here, and I'm hoping my coffee's about ready. Oh yeah, we got tons of time. Elmira is where we're going to be making that contact me.
Aeroméxico 971. Centro México, muy buenas noches. Aeroméxico 318, nivelado 390.
Just enjoy ATC and the sunset, huh?
3271 para el Aeroméxico 318. Sierra Eco Alfa, vuelo directo a Guadalajara. Directo a Guadalajara,
You do get spoiled having your position on the charts. Earl, you're right. And so sometimes, yeah, you have to turn it off, right? If you don't want to, like, if you don't want to quote unquote cheat. Totally agree with that. All right, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee.
Aeroméxico 318, contacto radar 15 al norte de un melón, mantenga nivel 390. Gracias, contacto radar 390, Aeroméxico 318. Aeroméxico 562, proceed direct at Oxford.
Direct at Oxford, Aeroméxico 562. Next, Hotel Aeroméxico 562, I don't have a talk on my page.
Aeroméxico 562, okay, no problem, continue the departure.
Okay, continue departure.
Aeroméxico 971, México.
I almost hate to go back inside. Bit of a haze layer down here, isn't it? Trying to get a good sound clip here.
Mexico 9071 Mexico.
Mexico Center to Mexico 562. Can I step away for 10 minutes?
Mexico 562, approved, report 1 back.
You got it.
X-Ray Alpha, Uniform Juliet Foxtrot. Autorizado plan visual a Guadalajara. Código transponder 1241.
Guadalajara.
02. Llámenle por favor.
Love it. I love it. Love it.
B737 02. ¿Me pueden nada más repetir el altímetro de la estación? Su código transponder 1241 y el altímetro 2999. 1 y ¿cuánto que tenemos listo de espera? Lufthansa 498 back. Lufthansa 498, steady 1 ready to descend and maintain flight level 300. One ready to descend, maintain above 300.
We'll see how that sound file goes. Change it up a little bit.
Mexico 971, Mexico.
All right, you guys. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's do another quick check here. Vokes, TRC. What should we be? I'm seeing 11.1. Vokes 10.7. So we're ahead of the game. 11.0, we'll say. That looks good. Better to be ahead than behind, right?
Centro México, buenas noches. Final disculpa para México 971 con usted.
And a nice little tailwind here, too. That's been nice. 77 knot tailwind. Look at us doing 505 across the ground. That's pretty good. That's really good. Can I turn the, let's see, I want the outboard display unit turned down so I can see it a little bit. That looks good. This brightness can come down as well. Okay, perfect. And how about this guy? Is that all right? We okay there? Oops. Thank you. Pretty good. Pretty good. And again, guys,
141, bienvenido a
Emira right there. So about 88 miles, well, 88 plus 30 plus, so 140 miles, 130 miles or so. Check in.
Lufthansa 498 KD, contact Mexico approach 121 decimal 2 today. 121 decimal 2, number 49. Buenas noches. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Permiso 971 pesado.
Makes me happy.
60 millas norte de Osaka.
Makes me happy.
Mantenemos 390, gracias. 971.
DM771 heavy United States. To the east, medio center flying red terminated, monitor 1 to decimal 8, have a good call.
Over to 1.8,
Bye.
Como buenas noches, ahora frecuencia, nivel vuelo 230 por emergencia.
Polaris 138, Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar, acima nivel 360.
It's good stuff. Little nice warm beverage, sound of the engines, little staticky radio, ATC crackling. It's a great way to unwind. End of the day.
Polaris 138, repita.
Polaris 138, con altitudes 5 de cabina.
Polaris 138, le escucho 1 de 5, muy cortado.
Just about out of daylight, aren't we, boys and girls? Yes, we'll enjoy the last little bit here together.
Uniform Juliet Foxtrot, pista 02, QNH 29, corrijo, QNH 3000, viento calma, autorizado a despegar, reporte en el aire. 302, reportamos en el aeropuerto de los Foxtrot como información, el volar y yo lo escucho 5 de 5, puede ser problema de este. Sí, creo que estoy teniendo problemas con mi conexión, gracias. Polaris 138.
Polaris 138, solicitando un poco si esto es fuera de cabina, si no lo tengo por texto.
Polaris 138, aprobado, reporte cuando a su vuelta.
Aceptamos a Centro México, buenas noches, Polaris 513, nivelado 290.
Polaris 513, Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar a zona nivel 380.
Andamos nivel 380, Polaris 513. Centro Vivado 01, solicitamos iniciar desde.
Vivado 01, desciende a nivel 200.
Tenemos nivel 200, viva.
I love it. I love it. We'll get that turned on because that's going to help a little bit here, you guys. And because you kind of have that tough transition where it just becomes evening. It's the blue hour, you know, and that's a tough time to see. Great time to photograph, but a tough time to see inside. So we'll just turn the dome light on for now. Thanks again for tuning in, by the way. I haven't said that for a little while, so appreciate you being here. Rob, thanks for flying along. You doing okay back there? I'm just zenning out, man. Well, good fixins'. Hello, sir. Very nice to see you, my friend. How are you, Brett? Thank you very much for 43 months. Let's have a little coffee that I can toast you with there. Skull, my friend. Good Fixes was with us when we flew
Fixie.
down Mexico way the last time to Oaxaca.
Recibido reporte al cruce de 10.000 pies.
Cruzando 10.000 pies, Uniform Uniform.
Appreciate you stopping by. I hope you've had a good week, Brett. I'm just kind of in that, right now, just that zone of, like, complete chill. It's awesome. We've got
Mexico Center out of Mexico 562 back.
beautiful ATC happening. We got a great sunset.
Roger.
Aircraft is working super
Aeroméxico
well.
971 pesado, cuando listo descienda a
Really
nivel
looking forward to
210.
trying to make our way down to Mexico City.
Aeroméxico 971 heavy, when ready to descend, flight level 210.
I'm going to check in at
Interview height 4,
Amira
heavy,
here
when
coming
ready
up.
to descend,
So
flight
about
level
96
300.
miles. And so I think what we'll do is we'll check in and we'll say that we'll report that we are like 80,
Privado 01,
90
descienda
miles north. What is that SLP VOR, you guys? Let's make an actual halfway decent check-in here.
a 14.000
The,
pies, QNH Guadalajara 3006.
Potosi, San Luis.
México ahora México 971 de regreso.
San Luis Potosi VOR.
Aeroméxico 971
Potosi
pesado,
VOR,
cuando listo
maybe we
descienda
could
a
call
nivel
that
210.
Potosi San Luis
Cuando
Potosi.
listo es nivel 210, México.
Potosi San Luis Potosi.
México Volaris 137 en ascenso, nivel
Just
level
need
2.
to get through tomorrow. Got a good weekend. Oh, busy and fun weekend coming up. All
Contacto
right.
radar, hacienda nivel
Nice,
340.
very nice.
Contacto radar, ascendemos nivel de vuelo 340, Volaris 137.
Volaris 112, cuando listo descienda vía Ixon 1 Bravo a 14.000
I
pies,
guess I
QNH Guadalajara
I could report in at
3006.
Amira. Amira is probably how they say it, right? Amira.
México Centro Viva 1168.
We'll figure it out.
Ascendido para
We generally try to
290 al momento,
report in
33 millas
north
fuera de
of,
Chihuahua.
next to a VOR, so
Viva 1168, Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar, hacienda nivel 380.
Pasamos para nivel 380, 1168.
let's do the math here, huh? Let's do the math, shall we? World high. So this is 56, 60, 72. Yeah, Amira.
Volaris 138.
So about 70, we'll say 70 to the
Recibido, gracias.
northwest of Potosi, San Luis Potosi VOR. That'll be our check, our call in there. ZCL. CCL, what? What are you talking about?
Volaris
Valkyrie?
137, solicitud.
Prosiga.
You want to report in
Volaris
south
137, por
of,
instrucciones de compañía, nos gustaría desviarnos a Guadalajara.
or you want to report in next to, or we could report next to,
Volaris
ZCL, yeah,
137,
okay.
recibido, cambio su plan de vuelo a Guadalajara, espere llegada Ixon 1 Bravo.
50 miles northeast of, yeah, okay, there you
Esperamos
go.
llegada a Ixon 1 Bravo, Volaris.
Problem is, I don't know how to pronounce that. Zacatecas. Zacatecas VOR? The Zacatecas VOR? Yeah, okay. You just want to see if I can pronounce it, don't you? So 50 miles northeast of Zacatecas VOR. Zulu Charlie Lima. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make him
aproximación Guadalajara en
sort through my
119
thick
decimal
American accent.
3, que tenga buen día.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
19 decimal 3, gracias, Viva 2.
Why are you hollering at me, by the way, Rob? What have I done? I've done nothing. thing.
Mexico Center, Flug 840 Heavy. Interflug 840.
I should have moved the
Heavy
time
contact
back about
Mexico approach
2
121
hours,
decimal
shouldn't I
2.
have? Oh well, we're committed. We're fully committed now. I know I said that last night too, or Thursday night too.
Heavy. And sorry for being away from the frequency. We were accidentally on the tower frequency at Mexico City, and well, we just discovered our mistake seconds ago. Sorry for that. No problem at all. Thanks for your visit. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.
This guy here, let's see. Yeah, Jose Valls, man, he's a really good controller. We enjoy talking to him. Is Jose in the Virtual USA Flying Club, guys? I think he is, isn't he?
Volaris 137 por secuencia, vire por izquierda,
He
rumbo
does.
190.
I don't know if he is tonight, but he does stream.
Por izquierda viramos rumbo 190, Volaris 137.
Volaris 137, si no le llaman 2 minutos, vuele directo IXA.
I'm not seeing him on right now. Pretty sure I've seen him
Volaris
streaming.
137,
Could be
si no
wrong.
le llaman 2 minutos, vuele directo IXA.
Si no nos llaman 2 minutos, volaremos directo a Ixon, Volaris 137.
Aeroméxico 971 pesado, descienda vía
Slanty.
3 alfa a 1.
58 months.
Ah, ya lo
Yeah, man.
pendiente.
Yeah, man. Great to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in, dude.
971 pesado, contacta aproximación en 121 decimal 2, buen día.
21-2, aproximación a México 7.
Muy buenas noches, amigo. Hope you're doing well. And what'd you decide? Are you going to just be a non-stop BAE stream for a little while? What'd you decide on that? Muchos nachos. That's right. We've got an emote for that. This is the one I like to use for a slanty. One of the many. I voted no, and I'm going to tell you why I voted no to that straw poll. Not that I don't like seeing that. I just worry if you only fly one airplane that you're going to get tired of it and you're not going to want to fly it. So that was the only reason I voted no. But ultimately, you kind of got to do what makes you happy, man. You're just going to flip the upcoming Tuesday stream to the DC-6. Oh, from the DC-6 to the BAE. Just flip it around. Because I get that, man. I get into grooves. Like, I've been flying that Techno probably way too much. In fact, I think Good Fixes even mentioned that last time. He's like, are you in this plane again? You know, I mean, he didn't say that, but that was like his tone, right? You just get into a groove, man. You just get into an aircraft and it's hard not to just fly it all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone has raging ADHD like I do. So,
direct Almis and
but I did think of you with that electric Boogaloo 172 tail dragger, because I couldn't remember. I knew you were flying some tail dragger, but I had installed this a while ago, and then I kind of uninstalled it because I kind of did the same thing as you. I grabbed the well, it wasn't the WB Sim at the time. It was whatever was before WB Sim, but I grabbed that 152 and kind of stared having a lot of fun with that. And then I came back to this one and noticed it had been updated, and it's kind of it reminds me of that Prop Strike Sim 172. it's got like it's a little bit souped up. I think it's got like a 210 horse or something engine in it, and got all kinds of things you can do to configure it and all that stuff. It's kind of fun. Got a nice little checklist in it, and again, the best part of it, free 99, baby. And then apparently you can get a classic gauge version, but I haven't messed with that because I kind of like using the TDS 750. But yeah, you can. I don't know. It's just kind of like he's done some work. I really appreciate that. And I'm not going to say it's like flying the 80A. It's not. I mean, it's got a little bit of a wonky, kind of feel to it. But I also porpoised it like 19 times trying to land it at Teterboro yesterday, so it's got some realism to it. Came down too fast and just bounced her all the way down the old runway. It was really nice. So every landing was a little better though with the landing rate, so that was also good. Yeah, same vibe as that. But I don't know, just I thought about you because I know that you're a tail dragon connoisseur as well when it comes to flying up in the bush, and that I'll share that for anybody who would like a good tail dragon bush plane. That just works with the default Asobo 172, so feel free. He's got that same guy, Bagaloo, Electric Boogaloo I call him, but he has also an improvement mod for just the Skyhawk. If you like that tricycle gear Skyhawk, he kind of is he's the wept burrito of the Skyhawk family. So, but yeah, kind of a fun little plane. I don't think you can get the. Can you get the WB Sim mod? I think you have to get the WB Sim mod now from Discord, if I am not mistaken. But if you prefer the 152, that would be worth your time to try to get connected to those cats on the Discord and get that little freeware. All right, we're coming up on it, so we're saying 50 north of the Mucho Nacho VOR, 50 northeast of Zacatecas. This is going to be ugly. All right, buddy. Do a little VNAV test. Understood. Santi, have fun. Thanks for checking in, man, and thank you again for the reascription, buddy. I owe you a beverage down at Flight Sim Expo. Mexico Center, Mexico 816.
Mexico 816, Mexico Center, good evening, reset transponder 3226.
All right, 3226. We're just entering your airspace, by the way, 390, and we're about 50 to the northeast of the Zacatecas VOR. I'm sorry, I need that squawk code again.
3226.
Can't do two things at once. 3226, Air Mexico 816.
Aeroméxico 318, contacte aproximación en 121.2, buen día.
All right.
121.2.
Like I said, I told you it was going to be ugly. Right there. There it is.
Gracias.
See? Ugly check-in. It's all good. You move on. He'll find us.
Aeroméxico 816, radar contact 3 miles northwest from Emira, maintain flight level 390.
Maintain 390, Aeromexico 816. All right, so you can just check in at Amina. That's even easier. See, this guy, Jose, knows his airspace, man. I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of places where I know there's so many intersections, and, like, it's impossible. So you have to really check in with the VOR just to help out. But, like, I feel like he knows every nook and cranny of his airspace, man. He's really good.
Centro México, Royal Flying Uniform, Foxtrot, cruzando 10.700 pies. Uniform Juliet Foxtrot recibido, aún no lo tengo en radar, mantenga BMC y propia separación en todo momento.
I'm so looking forward to making the trip down there and seeing you guys again. That's going to be awesome. And meeting some folks in real life for the first time too. Some new folks, not meeting them for the first time, but meeting them IRL, like Good Fixins. I've known that guy for years online, but I've never had a chance to sit down and break bread with him. So I'm really pumped about that.
solicitando descenso. Volaris 137, desciende a nivel 200.
Descendemos a nivel de vuelo 200, Volaris.
Hoping Rob Balker can make it down as well. I don't know. He's been kind of non-committal, I think, which is okay. I think Downwind Sim is also kind of in that non-committal mode right now, which again, I get that. I wasn't able to make it last year because, you know, sometimes things just don't line up. But this is going to be a good one. We've got everything purchased, everything reserved. The only thing I don't have reserved are train tickets from New York up to Providence, and because we're going to go, my wife and I are coming out, we're going to go to New York first.
Mexico Center, good evening, radar contacts, climb unrestricted to flight level 350.
Unrestricted to 350, thank you, 75823.
All right, Emira. 9.1 is what I'm supposed to have. I'm 9.5, and I'm actually at ideal 9.0, and I'm 9.5, so I'm great. I'm ahead of the game, baby. So yeah, I will set up again. I've got a Discord channel that I used last time, and it worked pretty well. And I'll set that up, and then I'll also, like many of you, I kind of have your number already. I'll use my phone, or we'll share contact and all that good stuff. But we will coordinate. I think one of the big things we're doing is with the Virtual USA Flying Club. We're going to get with Sonante and have a get together one evening. I know that Slan Alpha has set something up as well with Mustafa, and so that's going to be kind of fun. And yeah, and then the rest of it just kind of happens organically, right? Like, where do you want to go to lunch today, or where should we have dinner tonight, and all that. I mean, it's funny because you think it's a whole like long weekend, right? But it's not really that long. Like, it's you have sort of like Friday night, Saturday night, and then everybody's going home on Sunday. So there's only so many meals to go around. So you got to really maximize things. Because it is kind of nice to actually attend some of the Flight Sim Expo functions as well. And then I'll be at the booth, the Virtual USA Flying Club booth. And I may also be helping out with the Boston Virtual guys as well. So I'll be around, I guess is what I'm saying. You guys all know what I look like. I don't know what you look like, so you're going to have to introduce yourself. Some of you I know.
Centro México, buenas noches, México 256, pesado próximo 290. México 256, pesado, Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar, vuelo directo y clock.
I do see a top of descent coming up, and I'm gonna, like, the beauty part of having ATC, right, is that they help you with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and just...
México 256, espere Ixon 1 Bravo a la pista 29 izquierda.
Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go grab an ATIS. What do we have here, folks? All right, let's try it. Let's see if we can do it old school. 2765.
Recibido, gracias.
And I wanna...
Buenas noches, México con
2.8.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
025. Runway 05 and use. IFR traffic. Yankee runway 05 right approach. Departure frequency 121.2. TD3 not available. Notices to air missions all aircraft transponder mode Charlie on ground. Advise on initial
Mexico
contact.
Center.
You have information. Echo.
Mexico 190, flight level 310.
Echo. Nice.
Echo
With the
City
Buenos
International
Noches.
Airport 8 is information. Echo 021.
Mexico 190, Mexico Center, good evening. Raise a transponder 4245.
Visibility 8.
4245,
Clouds of
Mexico
2000.
90.
Temperature 21. Dew point 8. QNH 3025. Runway 05 and use. IFR traffic expect Yankee runway 05 right approach. Departure frequency 121.2. TDC not available.
All right.
Notice
Uniform
clear
Juliet
missions,
Foxtrot,
all aircraft
contacto radar
transponder.
50
Okay,
millas
so information echo,
noroeste de
altimeter is
Guadalajara, contacte aproximación en
3025.
119.3.
I'm going to go ahead and preload that. We do have to change because we have the ILS Zulu punched in. So we are expecting, they want us on the ILS Yankee.
Igualmente.
So let's do that. Departures and arrivals. ILS Yankee 5 right, and that probably doesn't change a lot with what we're doing here, but let's just make sure of that. So ILS Yankee, we still
contacte aproximación Guadalajara 119.3.
transition. So that's good. Okay, and then let's just make sure we don't have any discontinuities there. Nope, that looks good. Alright, perfect. And okay, I was about to do this as well, just to make sure that I have everything in that I need. So for Mexico City, let's go back to the arrival. I'm expecting to be between 23 and 210. 562, that's not us. We're 816.
Aeromexico
750 at 17. 752.
Sorry about that. Aeromexico
750 at 230. Loop around maybe here. Stay at 17. Then down to 14 at Almas. Above 12 and a half at Utkin, and then we're on the approach. We come down here and we loop back up. Okay, so let's just check all those and make sure that they're in. Yep, that's good there. 750, 17, yep. Max at 250 on the speed. 230 at 752. Then we come around the horn. 210 at Almas. Yep.
November 7583 requesting 2 minutes.
12 and a half. That looks great. All right, perfect. That'll all be controlled by our. That'll all be controlled by our.
Wilco, thank you.
Different ATC on the way down, and then ILS Yankee. Let's make sure we have all this information in.
United 3551, descienda a nivel 2.
It is 55 degree. It is a. Oh, that's RNP, sorry.
Radar contact
ILS Yankee. I'm like, where's the frequency?
1091,
55. Missed approach, we climb, we hang right.
FedEx 01 pesado. Contacto
Climb
radar
course
55
noreste
de Copos, mantenga nivel
and then we come around the horn to Eprom at 12,500.
01, contacto radar, mantenemos nivel 320.
1091.
El Centro México, en lo posible, pudiera proporcionarnos información de Oaxaca, Volaris 556.
Oaxaca. We went there, Fixie. Oaxaca. 1091 is set. Course 055
nos confirma la altitud autorizada fue 220 o nivel de vuelo 200.
That's right. I love that meme that Geagle did.
Corrijo, descienda a nivel 220. Cruise con 220.
Conti with the Disturbed song. That was awesome, man. That guy is a genius. All right, let's see here. Let's, we need a little forecast. Let's get the winds in here. Again, all of this that we're doing right now is kind of just backup data, but it's good to have it.
370 para Iberia 308, buenas noches.
Polaris 138, estamos
Load.
listos para el descenso.
Sweet. So we're
Volaris
good
138
there.
desciendo a nivel 200.
And then the,
Descendemos a
whoops.
nivel 200.
We are going to be flaps 30 tonight, so 129. And no wind correction. The wind is less than 10 knots right now. It is, nope, I take it back. It's 070 at 14. So we add 2 to that. So I want 7 knots of correction. All right, beautiful. 109, 10, 055 set. That is good. And 05 right. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let's see. We do have
November 75823 has
we
returned
do
to
have
cockpit.
Mexico approach
Roger, thank you.
on 121.2. So let's get that preloaded here. Stay ahead of things. Stuff happens fast here, especially in the dark.
Polaris
121.
138 desciendo a Vianotub 1 Bravo. QNH Vallarta 2988, espera aproximación RNP pista 22.
Descendemos vía Notub 1 Bravo, QNH Vallarta 29.88 y esperamos RNP a la pista 22 para el Volaris 138.
Oh, hey, I was going to tell you guys, good news. Speaking of, we kind of got away from this. We were talking about Jeffrey B. and Teterboro Tower. I reloaded the High Performance Group H145, and I've had such a hard time running it. It's been really stuttery. And
Sierra Eco Alfa, contacta aproximación México en 121.2, buen día.
And I'll be darned if that thing's not actually working about half decent now. So I'm pretty pumped. Perhaps maybe a little graphics driver. There's one good thing that's come from this graphics driver update or two. It's been almost 6 months since I've installed it. I had just kind of been doing that about every half a year just to check it out. So that's kind of cool. I've got another helicopter in the rotation. And I was really happy about that last night. So the HPG, that H145, that Eurocopter 145 that High Performance Group has made, it's their one of their earlier ones. They've made the 160 cents. But I was early on, I really liked it, and then it kind of got really, really frame heavy, and it would pause, it would stutter like every 5 seconds. You'd go 5 seconds and pause for a second. It was just a PowerPoint. So I uninstalled it. And then I would just keep every once in a while, every couple of months, I'd reinstall and see how it worked. And last night it was good, and it was at Teterboro, which is cool because that's a heavy, scenery and a heavy area. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna now I have to relearn that helicopter because I don't remember half of the stuff it can do, but it's a cool heli. Yeah, I mean it wasn't cheap. I mean, it was a $50 helicopter, so I was really bummed out that I wasn't able to use it. But yeah, anyway, the 160 was good last time. It's been a while. That 160 looks pretty cool. It's just so big. It's a big old bird. This 145 is just about the right size. But I need to mess with it. Like my camera views are kind of wonky, and it's just got a funky feel to it. But I flew some patterns there, and by the end I was getting to where I was like a D-, instead of an F+.
United 3551 México. United 3551 México.
I'm ready. I got called Goal 816 down in Venezuela the other day, so I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening. Of course, I had to reply like a nerdy American. Sorry, I'm English only, but it was still cool to hear my call sign as 816. Sounds as good in Portuguese as it does in Spanish I'm sure Italian would sound just as good.
United 3551, contacte aproximación Guadalajara en 119.3, buenas noches.
119.3, gracias, saludos.
119er. 119er.
Volaris 556, espere aproximación Bor Zulu, pista 01 en Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
UNH 3014. Cuando listo descienda a 16010.
Esperamos aproximación Bor Zulu, pista 01 y con 3014 descendemos unos 6.000 pies, Volaris 556. Y del Viva 4020 nos vamos a ausentarnos 5 minutos.
Oh, I forgot to do this for Slant Alpha.
Reporte a su regreso.
Gracias, 402.
Centro México, buenas noches, Volaris 442 con código 4203. Ahora nivelados a 5 millas de Tebo.
Volaris
He had to head
442,
out, so
Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar. Siendo y mantenga
so many
310.
good lines from Tombstone. Should rename my channel Tombstone.
Volaris 125 Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar, mantenga nivel 290.
You know what we haven't done? Somebody contact Conti.
Mexico Center, good evening.
You know what's coming.
Super with you, checking in flight level 340.
Yes, indeed.
Qantas 205 Super Mexico Center, good evening, raise a transponder 4225.
There they are.
Squawk 4225,
Rings of professionalism.
Qantas 205.
Oh, I steal from everybody. I'm the worst. I'm like a raccoon. I'm like the raccoon of streamers, man. I just go around stealing stuff. Love it. If you have a good idea, watch out. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to swipe it. All right.
Qantas 205 Super.
I'm going to turn the
radar
terrain
contact.
back on here. I don't think this guy has a working weather radar, but we'll turn that on. I don't think there's any weather to speak of, honestly.
Flight level 340, Qantas 205 Super. Thank you.
So for all you GA fans, by the way, there is an event tomorrow, a Friday night ops, and the Virtual USA Flying Club is going to make an appearance. We're going to be trying to fly around the Denver Bravo here and there. And if you're interested, you can find out more about it. Just head over to our Discord channel if you're lurking. That's the Virtual USA Flying Club. Is
Mexico 256 pesado. Cruce Ixon nivelado 220.
Oh, I thought he said ocho. It was ocho something seis. I thought he was giving me directions in Spanish. I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. Anyway, if you like GA flying and you want to learn how to do it on the Vatsim network, man, come on over, hang out with us. And like I say, tomorrow we've got an event that we're coordinating with the Friday Night Ops, which is Lucifer's Revenge into Denver. But we're going to make a trip. We're going to fly and see the Denver Air and Space Museum, which is in an airport that's nearby Denver, and we're going to try to zip around through those airspaces down there and basically not talk to really anybody if we don't have to. But we'll teach you how to do all that stuff. So come on over, hang out. We've got north of 800 members now, I think, and we host 4 or 5 events each month, basically weekly, and just have a ton of resources over there for the GA pilot.
QNH Vallarta 2988, espera aproximación RNP pista 22.
Tenemos Vianotub 1 Bravo, QNH 2989, premo 22988 y premo RNP 22, el Viva 1168.
I've turned off the dome light because it helps helps us see outside a little bit better, so forgive my lack of lighting, but we're going to do that on the way in here.
En la última transmisión hubo 2 estaciones a la vez.
5 Volaris 125 con información de carga cabina libre de 5 a 8 minutos.
Volaris 125 recibió reporte de su
I need
regreso.
to get a Polaris livery.
Recibido, reportaremos el regreso Volaris 125. Gracias.
They have some Airbus Polaris liveries. I gotta check that out. Next time I'm down here, I need to fly Airbus. I've flown the Boeing a
Volaris
lot.
138, el descenso vía Notup 1 Bravo.
Fly Airbus.
Autorizada la aproximación RNP pista 22.
Pixie, I kind of want that A350. Am I a bad person? I'm kind of doing a 180 on any builds. I need you to slap the donut out of my hand. Alright, I'm going to try to request lower. Center Air Mexico 816 requesting lower. Spend that money. That's not what you're supposed to say.
Air Mexico 816. Cross Daran at flight level 210.
Cross Darren at 210, Air Mexico 816. Alright, so we can just get back on the profile here. And down we go. You're not going to get it? I was dead set against it. And I tell you what, I watched some people. I saw some things. Did I miss my descent profile? No, there it goes.
Volaris 442, diga velocidad.
It's better looking than I thought. But no, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Although I admitted at the beginning of the stream that I had to give them credit for what looks like a pretty good release, a pretty good initial release. You're gaining some interest in the X-Craft E-Jets. Yeah, the 777 is a no-brainer, man. That's a Cadillac. That's my favorite long-haul aircraft. You already have the flight factor. Ah. Yeah, Iowa Scotsman. Iowa Scotsman already has the flight factor A350. Well, you're good then, because I'm sure that flight factor is rock solid. Yeah, I'm with you too. Like the TFDI is out there saying, "Hey, I'm still here, over here in the corner." I don't have a lot of cargo hauling stuff in Microsoft. You have the flight factor also. It's a little older though, right? Like it's a little okay. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it was one of their earlier ones. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch that any builds with keep a close eye on it, because the airplane itself, it's very interesting to me. I love the high-tech aspect of that, right? And like when it came out, it was purported to be the most technologically advanced aircraft on the market. I don't know if it still is or not, but like it's every piece of high-end tech that you can put in an airplane has it. It's in there, and that appeals to me. I like that. But I'm still a little salty about any builds. I need to find somebody down to FS Expo, and we need to hug it out. I got over Just Flight doing. Just Flight did the same thing, right? How hypocritical am I? Just Flight did the same thing. Said they were going to support the BAE and X-Plane, and then completely abandoned X-Plane. And yet we all love Just Flight. Iowa Scotsman, you're looking at those updated X-Crafts as well. I hear nothing but good things about them, and I know that they still are lacking. I don't remember if it's VNAV functionality, or they don't fly the offset path, or I don't know. There's a couple little weird kind of quirky things. They don't do holds or something like that, but I'm hearing more and more good things about them. Like a guy could use a good like a 190 long wing, right? Like you need that, like just a little regional something. Yeah. I was actually torn a little bit between the flight sim or the FSS E-Jets and that and that Technum that I bought. And I like my choice. I like my choice. I think the E-Jets for Flight Sim Studio are, like, they're getting there. Rob tells me that he loves flying them.
Bravo Mike Alpha Charlie Centro México, buenas noches, contacto radar.
But I do know that they're kind of like, they're the one airplane that Flight Sim Studio has done that they've really struggled with in terms of trying to get it where they want it to be.
So
we got to cross that.
QNH Guadalajara 2988.
He did not say cross, descend and maintain. He said cross it at 17. So we'll go down, at 21. So we'll go down to 17 after that. And really what I should do is this, right? It's maybe too late. I shouldn't be in between, I should be right at. That might affect my descent rate just a bit. Yeah, speed me up a little bit on the descent. Yeah, so, and I've heard that is also pretty nice, but I didn't get the premium deluxe model, so I don't have that, unfortunately.
Mexico Center, November 75823.
The 330 is another cool one.
That's possible.
I think that's, yeah.
November 75823.
You have that family package already, yeah.
260 for
I don't think so, Iowa Scotsman. I just think Ron, they just...
Aeromexico 816, contact Mexico approach 121.2, good day.
121.2, have a good night, Aeromexico 816. Buenas noches.
Polaris 440, contacto Centro México en 133.30. Buenas noches.
133.30, Polaris 440. Hablamos ahorita, papá.
Dale, papá.
Approach, buenas noches. Aeromexico 816, descending flight level 270.
Mexico 816, Mexico approach, good evening, continue descent via the round 3 Alpha arrival to 14,000 feet, expect ILS Yankee approach into runway 05 right, Mexico City QNH 3019er.
Alright, continue on the Duran 3 Alpha down to 14,000, we're expecting this, runway 05 right, Air Mexico 816.
And Mexico City approach, November 75823 at flight level 320 for
He also gave us the QNH there, which I didn't read back because I was trying to process things. But I do know it's 3025.
14,000 feet.
So they're good
Expecting
there.
ILS Yankee approach into runway 05 right.
That's what we have.
Mexico QNH 3019er.
Oh, 19er now. Okay.
Continuing via the Esposa 2 Alpha arrival down to 14,000, expecting ILS Yankee for 05 right.
I didn't read that part back either, so.
Air Mexico 562, radar search is terminated, money contact tower 118.55.
Yeah, I saw that the lineage was out too. That's kind of a cool. Yeah, that's kind of a cool concept, right? That's like a little private kind of biz jet type of thing, right? Very cool, very cool.
FedEx 01 pesados, llegadas México, buenas noches adelante.
Buenas noches, FedEx 01, estamos descendiendo bien a 3
Alpha. So we're going down to almost 14,000.
FedEx 01 pesado recibido, continuando su ascenso vía de Naga 3 Alfa 1, 4.000, 14.000 pies, espera aproximación ILS Yankee, pista 05 derecha, QNH México 3019.
Because that little flight level change thing we did there, we were a little above the descent profile, but must not be too bad because it's not chasing it.
Bueno, esperamos aproximación ILS Yankee, QNH 3019.
Al México 350, salidas México.
Hi, Boozy.
Para México 350 por 10.000 pies, ascendiendo para 29.000 pies.
Boozy Sheep is one of the guys that has said that the Yeti 350 is pretty good initial release. He had some fun in it the other day, which was cool.
Y ahora México 350 por derecho, autorizado directo vago, así me mantenga 290.
So Boozy, as you can hear, we are flying into Cheyenne, Wyoming right now.
México 128, contacte Centro México en 133.30, buen vuelo, buenas noches.
You haven't had any of your flight sim because you've been doing your Oh, you haven't had flight sim running up for the past month. You've forgotten how to even fly. Ah. I would say it's just like riding a bike, but if it's just like riding a bike, then you really truly have forgotten how to fly. Now, Chihuahua to Mexico City there, Boozy Sheep, and we're, as you can hear, we're on the arrival right now. I need to preload tower. Mexico Tower is 1855.
Adelante, Sierra Kilo Whisky. Sierra Kilo Whisky está utilizada en Morelia vía Tacu, Víctor 5 Morelia. Hacienda vía, Hacienda y mantenga unos 5,000 pies. Sale por la pista 15, su código transponder 7072. Autorizado Morelia vía Tacu, Víctor 5, ascenso a unos 5,000, salida pista 15, código transponder 7072.
And I love how they just go back and forth in Spanish and English.
Correcta, llame cuando listo rodar, y precaución, hay tráfico maniobrando detrás de usted.
Okay.
Ahora listo a rodar, Sierra Kilo Whisky, pendiente con tráfico.
Almost at 14.
Sierra Kilo Whisky recibido, transponder
He does want us to fly the approach, so we're going to loop in here. And that'll give us a little more time to kind of get down. We've got some terrain below us.
Sierra Kilo Whisky ahora con código modo Charlie 7072.
You think you x-rayed everybody in the county today? Oh, man. I tell you what, we've got a rash of kids on crutches in our school right now. I think we must have 6 different kids walking around with some leg injury. Yeah, I was on and popping, dang.
Sierra Kilo Whisky autorizado, pista 15 intersección Alfa,
vía
Alfa Fox, mantenga ante pista 15 sobre Foxtrot. Alfa Fox antes 15, Sierra Kilo Whisky.
Was it another 12-hour day for you? Is that what you do? Are your shifts 12ers? Okay, we're through standard. Yeah, you've had a gut full. Yeah. Well, thanks for what you do, man. Truly. Thank you very, very much. 12 straight hours of ER. So in one sense, I bet it goes fast, because if you're busy, it's just the time flies, right? But at the same time, it's just got to be absolutely exhausting to be running from patient to patient all day long. Okay, a 12-hour shift, I don't care what you're doing. 12 hours is a long time. I don't care if you're working the ER or making Subway sandwiches, man. 12 is a 12. Well, sit back, Boozy.
Mexico 816, turn left, direct Almy, descend maintain 14,000.
Left direct Almy and down to 14, Mexico 816. Alright. There's that. We're going to go ahead and go vertical speed here. And I'll keep it going probably. Let's see where my descent to Banana. Oh, yeah, I don't have to do that. 13 I can stay with. That'll be good.
Confirmar el QNH en México es 30.25.
FedEx 01 pesado, negativo 3019 QNH México.
3019. Muchas gracias.
Oh, gosh. Wow, that's fun. Yeah, you'll be helping doing her surgery. Yeah. So, what are you able to, like? Are you the let me give you a shot to help you out guy, or what are you exactly? Or does it just depend on what's going on? Because I love the let me give you a little something. You're gonna feel a little silly here in a minute. If I had a spiral fractured tib fib. Nope. Oh, you're just the X-ray guy. Oh, that's right. You said that. Duh. I mean, just the X. That's not what I meant. But
México, buenas noches, Viva 4020, información eco.
Well, I guess in a sense, maybe that's like, I don't know, man. 12 is 12. 12 is 12.
Aproximación México, buenas noches. Continúe con su descenso vía la ESPOS 3 Alfa a
Thanks for what you
14000,
do.
14000 pies.
That's
Espero
all I'll
aproximación
say.
ILS Yankee, pista 05 derecha.
What's
QNH
going on
México
here?
3019.
Gracias, continuamos descenso vía ESPOS 3 Alfa a 14000 pies, esperando ILS Yankee 05 derecha 30195, corrección, el Viva 4020.
I think my wife broke her
November
toe.
75823, confirm flying direct ear knock.
She broke her toe. Speaking of spiral fractured tib fibs, I think she broke her toe
Mexico 190,
2 nights ago. Hit it, stubbed it on the way to the bathroom.
Mexico 190, Mexico
And it
approach,
looks
good
ugly.
night. Continue to send via the Durant Alpha arrival to 14,000, 14,000
So
feet.
you run the
Expect
giant, the
ILS Yankee approach
live.
into
Yeah,
runway 05
okay,
right.
okay.
Mexico QNH 3019er.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll keep descending on the approach to 14,000. Expect the ILS Yankee 05 right, and we do have echo, or Mexico 190.
November 75823, descend and maintain 12,500, turn left, direct E-Prim.
Down to 12,500, direct E-Prim 75823.
I'm going to slow down a little bit, but not too much just yet. Yeah. Yep. You know what? You're right. Well, a lot of that stuff, right, that they do, like it takes, you got to kind of have that view of it, right? Like so much of it is orthoscopic and just like you're not opening patients up anymore. So you have to have a way to, I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm a non-medical layperson, obviously, but.
Para México 350, contacte Centro México en 133.30, buen vuelo, buenas noches.
Con Centro México en 133.30, México 350, muchas gracias por el control, buenas noches.
There we go, guys. We're getting close.
November 75823, say indicated airspeed.
So we're going to loop around and then we're going to come back in.
Decreasing to 210.
Left-hand turn and
If you can make it 190, that would be great, 758.
we'll be in business.
Decreasing to 190, 75823.
We're going to hit Uckton. We're going to turn here to Uckton, and then we're basically from Uckton, we're on the approach. It's like a DME approach, a little DME arc. And you know that I'm within 20 miles now because
Mexico
of the
816, descend and maintain 12,500, clear ILS Yankee approach, runway 05 right.
descend 12,500 clear ILS Yankee approach 5 right, Air Mexico 816.
816, say indicated airspeed.
240, Air Mexico 816.
816, make it 180 indicated, please.
Slowing to 180, Air Mexico 816.
November 75823, clear ILS Yankee approach, runway 05 right.
Cleared ILS Yankee approach 05 right, thank you.
Okay.
FedEx 01 pesado por su izquierda directo.
All right, before landing checklist, let's see here what we have.
FedEx 01 por nuestra izquierda directo Almis, mantenemos 1 color.
Speed brake is, if I could get the right click spot here. I can only arm this thing about once every other time. Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Por eso 1204,
There it is.
salidas México, buenas noches,
That is
contacto
armed.
bajando 10,000, continúe con
We're
su
gonna
ascenso
go
vía la Sabón 3
continuous
Alfa a
ignition.
290 inicial, bienvenido.
I'm a little early, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights here. Speed's coming down nicely. We can go ahead and go flaps 5. Help slow down to 180.
Sierra Kilo Whiskey, recibido pendiente.
We've got the path in. We're good. I've got the course. I've got the ILS frequency set. Yep, we're good. 128 flaps 30. Oh, boozy. I love it. I love everything PMDG. I'm a fanboy. Okay, we are actually above the glide right now, but as we loop out, we should get down below it. And we need to, we're a mandatory 8,900 at this fix right here. So we're gonna, if we're not already cleared down to that, we got to get ourselves down to that. I think they get us down to that.
November 75823, advise if you had the field inside, it's after 2 o'clock, 1 miles.
No, we're cleared for the approach, so I can.
Negative,
that
field not
includes.
inside. We will call when inside.
That includes
but we do
the
have a
altitude
localizer,
restrictions. Let me
establishing
set
right
that.
now. Oh wait, negative. We do have field inside. 75823.
7523, Roger. Are you able to do a visual into 05 left?
Yeah, why not? Let's try it. 75823.
7523, thank you for the
Okay,
visual
down we
approach
go.
on 05 left.
Cleared visual approach 05 left.
There's our airfield right there.
Air Mexico 816, reduce to minimum approach speeds and continue approach 05 right.
Reducing to minimum approach speed, Air Mexico 816. Alright, so let's go back to vertical speed and 157. I'll be honest with you, that's pretty dang close. Minimum approach for us would actually be 135. And we're going to need some speed brakes for that. Okay, we're slowing. Slowing. Drag required, indeed. Indeed. We're getting there.
Mexico City approach November 75823. Any chance we could get some vectors for the approach to 05 left visual?
Yeah, we gotta get down to 8,900 by 962.
055.
No, by 965 actually. Yeah, we're gonna be there. We'll be there. Drop the anchors. I'm about to hold my hand out the window to slow down a little bit. All right, once we get leveled off, we'll drop speed quickly.
Climb, maintain. Could you repeat? Sorry.
Okay, let's go flaps 10.
1200,000. 75823. Thank you.
Okay, we should level. Approach is armed. Carving it in here like we're getting ready to hit the Death Star. I love it. Love how low you are over the city. It's awesome. I love this approach. Now we're below the glide, so we're good. And we're slowing to minimum speed here. Flaps 15 coming in. It's going to holler at me about gear. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait for a minute on the gear. Single channel. We're on. Okay. I'm not going to put any more flaps out just yet. We're going to be doing one of those things right now.
Contact Tower 118.55. Welcome to Mexico City.
Over to tower. Have a good night, Air Mexico 816. Buenas noches.
Whoop, whoop, pull
Tower, good
up,
evening, Air
3,
Mexico 816.
3.
ILS 5 right. Ah, crap. 550. I have 555. Shoot.
Sure.
Tower, Buenos noches, Air Mexico 816, ILS 5 right.
Air Mexico 816, runway 05 right. QNH is 30.7, correction, 30.27, wind is 180 degrees, 06 knots, clear to land.
Alright, clear to land 05 right, Air Mexico 816. Okay, thanks for the follow. Mocha Fiber Productions. We're gonna go flaps. We're gonna go flaps 30. We'll be fully configured.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood? I'm your huckleberry.
Okay, we're on, you guys. We are on. So it's time to make a mess. Checked. A little bit of a crosser, but 7 knots is all, so I think we're all right. I don't know where I'm going. Am I hanging a left or a right? I'm gonna have to make a judgment call. I feel like we parked. Gosh, where do we go? Somebody tell me where do I go? I feel like there's a terminal on both sides. I know there's something on the left, for sure, because that's where we taxied out of the other day. But I know there's also something over here on the right. I can see it. I'm going to exit. I'm going to vacate to the right just so I'm not crossing runways. Gosh. A little high. Not bad.
747, speed up the slide.
Versus green.
Good job.
Thanks. Always fun flying in here.
Torre Aeroméxico 318, listo a rodar. Aeroméxico 318, mantenga la escucha. Aeroméxico 816, vacate to the right on Gulf.
Alright, hanging the right, Aeromexico 816.
Aeroméxico 318, pista 05 izquierda. QNH 30 decimal 27, ruede vía, corrección, ruede
did
vía
not have
Alfa
the
3,
taxi chart pulled
corrección,
up.
ruede vía Bravo 3, Alfa 1, mantenga
I
fuera
think
de
the main
pista
thing is
05.
just getting out of the way, right? Okay.
Gracias, QNH
Let's pull up the taxi
3027,
chart now.
rodamos Bravo 3,
And
Alfa
welcome to
1,
Mexico
y
City.
antes de 05 izquierda.
Rob, nice job with the, by the way, with the
Mantenga antes de pista 05
Queen of
derecha.
Disguise. How'd I do it? Am I on golf? Yeah, I'm on golf. I'm on golf. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Do I have a ground frequency here? No ground, just tower. Okay. And tower, Aeromexico 816. We okay to hit Delta on the way to the terminal?
Iberia 312, pista 05 izquierda, viento 180 grados, 6 nudos. Corrección, Iberia 312 pesado, disculpe una corrección, cruce pista 05 izquierda, continúe Alfa 1, mantenga fuera de pista 05 derecha. Cruzamos 05 izquierda, mantenemos Alfa 1 fuera de 05 derecha, Iberia 312 pesado.
Torre México, buenas noches, el Viva 206, listos al retroceso y arranque si es posible.
Aeromexico 816, taxi via Delta, Alpha 5, Papa Hotel to the stand. Welcome to Mexico.
Delta Alpha 5 and Papa Hotel, Aeromexico 816. Okay.
Buenas tardes, Torre de FedEx 01.
Good deal. Good deal.
FedEx 051 pesado, pista 05 derecha, altímetro 30 decimal 27.
Well, I tell you what a fun place to fly. And again, I don't get down here nearly enough, but I feel good that we've been down here now once each of the last 2 weeks. So once was offline, just with off stream with some friends, and then of course now tonight. And I think what I'm going to do, I need to invest in the payware Mexico City, because this, even though this is pretty nice, like as you saw, like it was missing that taxiway sign. And
corrección, Viva 1072, pista 05 izquierda, altímetro 30 decimal 27, ruede vía Bravo, mantenga fuera de
I've
pista.
flown down here enough, I feel like it would be a worthy investment. So maybe for the next one that we do, because I'd like to do this, I'd like to make this like a monthly thing on the stream if we
Viva
could.
206, llamó listo al retroceso.
And so it's probably going to be one of those that we pick up. I wonder if that was
Viva
Rob Fokker.
206, retroceso probable en Bravo, pista 05 izquierda, llame listo a rodar.
Can't see much out here, unfortunately.
Retroceso probado en Bravo.
That might have been Rob.
Y llamaremos listos al rodaje, Viva 206.
Iberia 312, posición y mantener
And again,
pista
if you've
05
never flown down here,
I
can't recommend it highly enough. Oh, that was a FedEx, it looks like. Can't recommend it highly enough. It's an awesome place to fly, and you will not regret it. Echo Alpha, here we go. Alright.
FedEx 01 pesado, desaloje vía Bravo.
And then we're looking for Papa Hotel coming up here, so we'll stay on Echo.
FedEx 01, desalojamos por Bravo, mantenemos antes pista 05 izquierda.
Papa Hotel. Fantastic ATC, as you heard, and a really fun, challenging airspace to fly with all the terrain, and it's got so many cool airports. I honestly don't know what it's like for GA flying, but it's for these little 2-hour commutes in a 737 or an A320, man, it's like paradise. It is just an awesome place to fly. But yeah, this part of the terminal, this part of the freeware is like a little bit lacking. It's got some custom modeled things, and it's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think it might be this might be my next scenery I'm looking at grabbing. Unfortunately, I keep seeing it coming up on sale, and I'm like, I don't know. And then every time I fly down there, I'm like, man, I wish I had the payware.
Iberia 312 pesado, pista 05 derecha, viento 180 grados 6 nudos, autorizado a despegar. En el aire, contacte salidas en 129.1.
And Rob, I'm just gonna take the. He may have me turned off because it's hard to hear both ATC on my channel and his radio. But I'm just gonna take the first stand when I get in here, Rob. So if you're wondering.
FedEx 01 pesado, cruce pista 05 izquierda, continúe vía Bravo, Charlie 2, a plataforma, bienvenido.
FedEx 01, autorizado para cruce pista 05 izquierda, continuamos rodaje vía Bravo, Charlie 2 y vía plataforma, muchas gracias.
Viva 1, corrección Viva 1072, posición de mantener pista 05 izquierda.
1072, recibido 5 izquierda, posición de mantener.
We'll get the APU going here as well, so we can deplane and keep the AC going. Is that our guy? Is that our Rob Valkyrie? Nope, that's a Southwest. I wonder, he might have got queued up. He wasn't that far behind us, but there was a fair amount of traffic. He may already be down too, because I kind of was on the ground for a bit.
Aeroméxico 318, cruce pista 05 derecha, Alfa 1, mantenga antes 05 izquierda.
Cruzamos 05 derecha, Alfa 1 y mantenemos antes de 05 izquierda, Aeroméxico 318.
I love my night flights. Thanks for putting up with them, guys. I know. I love my night flights. Alright, this next yellow taxiway sign is Papa Hotel. And we'll find a spot.
Mexico City Tower, Air Mexico 35 Zulu, requesting airport to Guadalajara with information popped up.
And I did download Guadalajara, so we'll try to work that into the rotation as well. Like I say, I must have a dozen awesome little freeware airports all the way up and down the country here.
Departure to flight level 290, runway 05 left. QNH, correction, squawk code 3002.
That was a professional turn right there, wasn't it? Papa Hotel.
Torre México,
I'll go straight in here and take the next one. But this would all be lit up. This is another terminal area. You can kind of see on the other side. Well, you can't really. Even that terminal is not very well lit up. But anyway, I digress. Got all these are little gates, little stands up here.
Mexico 35 Zulu, cleared to destination by the OVAC 3 Alpha departure, running 05 left. We'll climb by the departure to flight level 290, and our squawk for today is going to be 3202 Air Mexico 35 Zulu.
Viva 0, corrección Viva 4028, correcto,
I'm going to cheat just a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind.
Gracias, autorizado.
Oh, there's Some gates right here, guys. Yep. See, that's again the night lighting and stuff like that. That's where you really see the difference in the payware scenery.
Mexico Tower, Mexico.
The buildings and stuff like that. It looks solid, rock solid. Maybe you don't have some of the custom signage, but I do like the taxiways and I do like my night lighting for sure. So anyway, I digress. I'm just processing verbally.
Viva 1072, pista 05 izquierda.
Alright, that'll be pretty good right there.
180 grados 6 nudos, autorizado a despegar. En el aire contacto salidas 129 decimal 1.
Let's make sure we're
Viva
on the
recibido, pista 5 izquierda, autorizado
APU
para despegar.
gen,
En el aire
and we
129
can
decimal 1. Gracias, buen turno.
turn the power off here. I do have the lights on still. Sorry, guys. Let's open the passenger door. Oh, I got to get
Mexico
horrible at
Tower,
this.
Mexico 190, Yankee 05.
Oh, there he comes. All right, there he comes.
Extensions, Aeromexico 190. Continue approach, runway 05 right, QNH is 30.
Yeah, let's go watch Rock Valkyrie, man. He's coming in.
We have information, Foxtrot. Mexico 190.
He's coming in the sunset even.
Aeroméxico 318, posición y mantener.
That Mexico City in the background. It's gorgeous. What a cool place. 05 right, baby. We're ready for you, Rob. Mountains, big city, high altitude. I mean, it's a pretty unique place to fly.
Desaloje por izquierda cuando posible.
Por izquierda cuando posible 4020.
Viva 4020 y mantenga antes pista 05 izquierda.
Ok, desalojamos Bravo y mantenemos antes 05 izquierda, vivo 4020.
Torre México, el Viva 206, listos al rodaje.
Viva 206, pista 05 izquierda, con NH 13.27, rode vía Bravo, mantenga fuera de pista 05 izquierda.
Rodaje Bravo, mantenemos fuera de pista 05 izquierda, altímetro 230, decimal 27, Viva 206.
Mexico 190, runway 05 right, wind is 180 degrees 6 knots, clear to land.
Mexico Tower, Mexico 35 Zulu, ready for person to start.
35 Zulu, stand by. Mexico 190, runway 05 right, wind is 180 degrees 6 knots, clear to land.
05 right, clear to land. Clear to land, 05 right, Air Mexico 190.
Air Mexico 190, plan vacating to the right.
Yeah, we'll vacate to the right, Air Mexico 190.
Looking good, buddy. Uh-oh.
Viva 402.
No!
Cruce pista
Okay.
05 izquierda, continúe Bravo al
I was hoping he didn't have a crash.
Estamos 05 izquierda, Bravo a posición 12. Viva 402.
Down. And center line. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Uh-oh. Is he having issues? Oh no! There he is. Just coming in and out. I hope that's on my end and not on his end. Yeah. He's there. He's in good shape. And we are... Where are we? Where did we end up? We're over here, aren't we? Gosh, I don't remember. I don't know where we are.
Algo del avión, por favor, si es posible.
Viva 206, continúe vía Bravo, por derecha Bravo, Bravo a cualquier posición.
There I am. Blinking away. Lights on.
México 318,
The
pista 05 izquierda,
runway workers all mad at me.
0 grados, 6 nudos, autorizado
I say?
despegar. En el aire contacte salidas en 121.2.
Gracias, autorizado despegar 05 izquierda. En el aire con salida 129.1.
We'll get to a little spot here and cue the outro and call it a night. Good night of flying, and another fun night at Mexico City. Okay, I'm gonna hop in here and do a couple things. So first off, I should have had all this junk off. Sorry about that. Workers, taxi light should have been off. All right, we're on APU power right now. I'm just leave everything else. I'll shut everything else off.
Mexico City Tower, good evening, November 75823, established on the localizer for 05 right.
But, yeah, I think we're kind of right there.
November 83, runway 05 right,
So,
unit 30.27, wind is 180 degrees 6.
Again, I really would like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It was a really fun flight on a Thursday night, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I am off tomorrow, although I'll be flying with the Virtual USA Flying Club in the event that's there in Denver. We'll be doing a little something on our own, but I will be down there doing that. So my next flight is actually on Saturday, and it is another Virtual USA Flying Club event. Actually, we're going to be doing a little retrace of the part of the Iditarod that goes from Nikolai up to Andvik, and so I'll be flying along with that as well. So that should be a lot of fun to have kind of back-to-back Virtual USA Flying Club events. Again, if you are interested in that kind of stuff, little GA flying on the Vatsim network, head on over to the Virtual USA Flying Club and check us out. If you want to connect with me and learn more about my flights, I share the routes and any of the freeware or scenery links that I intend to fly, and love to have you fly along. Good Fixins oftentimes flies along with me. Rock Valkyrie, of course, is a regular. We have Them's My Shoes that flies along as well, and but yeah, I would love to have you join in and yeah, tag along. It's a lot of fun, and I love hearing friends on the comm. So swing on by and I'll get you more info. I do stream on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The Tuesdays and Thursdays are the 6 p.m. where I live, which is 8 o'clock on the east coast of the U.S. It's 1 a.m. Zulu on that next day. But and then Saturday just kind of varies. It just depends on the event and when it is. And so sometimes I'm earlier, sometimes I'm same time, and I let you know all that over on my Discord. So all right, that's gonna do it, I think, for me. Let's see, there's a lot of guys flying that you're gonna enjoy the heck out of. So let's see who we have up here. Yeah, it's actually, you know what, I think I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I think we're just going to kind of close her down for the night. Yeah, it's been a great night, and I probably should get myself kind of rolling. If I go into another stream, I know I'm just going to hang out for like an hour. So if it's all right with everybody, I think we're just going to call it good here. So thanks again for flying. Have a good Friday. Can't wait to see you again on Saturday. And yeah, until then, have a good rest of your week. Take care. God bless you.